Hello, welcome to our SBJ Executive Insight. I'm Abe Madcore, publisher and executive editor of Sports Business Journal. Good to be with everybody today. We are coming to you from the CAA World Congress of Sports for this Executive Insight. And I am joined by the founder and CEO, Vince Urcandia of StellarAlgo, who's someone who I've seen grow his business for a number of years. And we have seen what your company's purpose and mission has really been talked about throughout sports as more and more time has gone on. And so talk a little bit about, Vince, how you started it and why the mission in data and understanding the fan.
The fan is engaging in newer ways through so many different channels today. So first of all, the first step is really unifying that data into one place for us to really understand who these fans are. So from over 100 different systems, you name it, we're aggregating data and unifying it into a profile of the fan.
From 100 different systems?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's really the first step.
Right.
Pretty quickly from there, our customers will say, hey, that's great. It's nice to see these millions of fans, where they're coming from, what they're interested in, but who are the right ones for us to engage with? And so a big part of what we started investing in back now 5 years ago was artificial intelligence, machine learning, to say, what are the right opportunities in these large audiences for us to go and capitalize on? So what is the right product for a given fan or event or advertiser? That capability is something that I think we are really leading the way on for this industry, and it allows us to then go and activate the right fans. And we're seeing tremendous value from a ticket sales perspective.
Okay.
When you think about merchandise sales, streaming has become more important, and then activating better on behalf of major sponsors or corporate partners has never been more crucial. So we're empowering that.
And so Vince, on that, we see sponsorships are changing so much over the terms, over the years, the types of deals, the assets, who they're trying to reach. Like, how does your technology and then your data help inform either the brand side or the team selling that asset?
Absolutely. I think what hasn't changed is, awareness-driven sponsorship is not going away.
Okay.
We're talking about $70+ billion per year spent in that space. It's not going away, but what is important now is you have to have tools in your tool belt to be able to go and reach the right fans directly on a one-to-one basis and understand who those fans are that you're reaching with those big ad dollars. We're seeing CFOs and CMOs at these major brands push for that harder than they ever have. And I think that's where we come in to help our property partners to better execute and activate these partnerships so that we're surfacing a level of understanding of that target audience that hasn't been there, and driving bottom of funnel knowledge for those big brands.
Because to your point, the CFOs and the deal makers on the brand side, or procurement on the brand side, they really want more stringent, more strict, I would say, rigor in terms of the deals that they do and the return they're going to get.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think media equivalency, impressions, is not going to completely go away.
No.
But we need to be able to say, for your major 7 or 8 figure investment, here are the specific fans that we're reaching on your behalf. Here's who we're driving more loyalty with. And here's who we're acquiring on your behalf. And being able to show more of that impact alongside those major top of funnel impression equivalency numbers is critical nowadays.
That's pretty powerful when you can do that. And so Vince, another thing we've seen is leagues make investments into companies, capitalize companies that they believe in. You're invested in by the NBA, so the NBA has invested into your company that you founded. That had to be not just a gratifying moment, but also a real sense of endorsement and pride that what you're doing is working. Talk a little bit about that deal and why the NBA thought this was a good fit for them.
Yeah, absolutely. The NBA has been so innovative,
right?
And they've really placed the fan at the center. I think that's where, when we started to think about this equity investment, having investors that are aligned with the business and believe in the big opportunity for the company is paramount. And from this perspective, I think the NBA does just an unbelievable job of putting the fan at the center and building their business around fan first. And so I think with that alignment, is really where a lot of the momentum started to build. And then when the NBA thinks about what comes next for them, and their global opportunity, better understanding the fan,
That's
to drive their business. There's just so much opportunity for StellarAlgo to help power better interactions with teams, with the league itself, and then with a lot of the NBA's media and advertising partners as well.
You know, Vince, as we sit here, there's a lot of team people here, there's a lot of league people here. You see that relationship. I've seen that for years. It's tricky, it's nuanced, it's different, can be very powerful. How do you see that, and how does that impact your business?
Yeah, we see it as a big opportunity for our business. Leagues are saddled with really managing those global fan bases, the fans that aren't necessarily local, but are engaging with all of the league's touch points that they have. When you think about merchandise, streaming, major national and global advertisers, their ability to understand those audiences, bring them to light in a way that the local properties can also engage with them is really critical right now. And we're seeing leagues get closer in how they interact with those individual teams. And so at StellarAlgo, our tools are really helping to bring those league data sets, league fans, right to the doorstep of those teams, and vice versa. So that, in the end, we're all trying to do better for the fan and unlock opportunities to build long-term relationships with those fans. And we can help glue that league and team relationship together.
So I almost see it as a bridge at times.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one that we see continuing to grow closer together, but it is a nuanced relationship, as you say. So we've got to make sure we're thoughtful about the tools that do right by the fans, the teams, and the league.
You're able to look at a lot of different industry segments where you still need to touch the fan throughout their journey, throughout their end-to-end process.
Yeah, and these journeys they have changed. Fans are engaging in different ways. The way you look at fan segments has very much evolved, and so we've got to work harder as an industry, frankly, to understand these fans and how they want to engage with us. Something that's working really well from us is something called first known attendees right now. New people coming in the database we've never seen. How do we go and nurture them through their journey to really change the trajectory of their fandom? And we've had success growing revenue off of those fan segments to the tune of 500%. Just by surfacing them and engaging with them in the right ways in the right moments.
And to your point, that's what teams love, because those are that's a new audience.
Brand new audience.
Brand new audience that they're able to really nurture and then monetize and hopefully make fans for life, right?
Exactly, that's right.
Well, you and I have known each other for a while. It's been impressive to see your growth and your company's growth in the sports space. So well done. Continue, keep leading.
Thank you.
Okay?
Appreciate
and so
it.
for the Sbj Executive Insight, I'm Abe Madcore with Vince Urcandia, founder and CEO of StellarAlgo, on our Executive Insight. Thank you for joining us today.